Hi everyone, my name is Oroma P. Reynolds. I am the founder and owner of a special education law practice called MSR, Legal and Consulting Services. So you can see on your screen I have my website up, msrlegal.org. That's .org, not .com. And this is where prospective clients or families searching for information about their child's special education rights or just general information about what the law says children with special needs are entitled to from their school districts can navigate this site. If you toggle over to this link, special needs parenting and the coronavirus, you'll see a link to dozens and dozens of blog posts from the beginning of the pandemic, the very beginning of the pandemic shutdown in March 2020 to present. And you'll see my latest blog post that I posted today, this evening, and it's about the New York State Education Department's position on remote learning. So I think parents are divided between whether a remote option should be offered or whether in-person learning is the best. There were definitely concerns about how the hybrid model was carried out across school districts, in New York State at least. And there's just a variety of opinion on that. So I have been trying to follow what New York State standard will be now that the 21-22 school year is upon us. And so in looking at the guidance that was released this week by the New York Education Department, I did find a section relating to remote learning and remote instruction and whether it will be a mandated offering or not. So it turns out, at least for now in New York State, that school districts are not required to offer a remote learning option, but they are permitted to provide it to individual students for whom remote learning is in his or her best educational interest. So I was really interested or intrigued by this articulation of a new standard almost of best educational interest, kind of guiding whether remote learning can be offered. And within that guidance, there were a couple of examples that I think might meet that standard of best educational interest, which one, of course, a child's medical condition and whether going in person to school would impact the child's health. And also, interestingly enough, an example in the guidance about a child who may have struggled with in-person learning but excelled in remote learning. And so in that instance as well, remote learning would be in the best educational interest of that particular child. So as the debate continues, MSR Legal is going to be following it and commenting on how this would impact special needs parents, no matter which side you're on. But if you are interested in learning more about your child's rights, especially in relation to what your school district is offering, definitely fill out our contact form. I'm going to demonstrate that here, this purple rectangular button. If you click on that, it takes you to the contact form, and that's where you would fill out some basic information, and from there perhaps request a consultation by email. So that is it for tonight's episode of MSR Legal Oroma on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you again right here next Friday. Until then, stay safe and well. Have a good week. And thanks again for tuning in.